Alright, hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 3. So after I made yesterday's video, before I went to bed, I actually tried to learn how to animate a mouth like speaking cycle for my little 2D avatar, which is this, by the way. If you haven't seen this, basically this is just the avatar I use when I stream. So in the videos, you're probably never going to see this in case you didn't see the last video where I talked about this. But yeah, this will only be for streams, but I'm just mentioning it here because it's relevant. But yeah, if you noticed that while I was talking, it would bob up and down and then it would change images so that while I'm speaking the character's mouth is open. And I've seen people who do this, and when they speak, instead of the speaking image being just another still image, they actually have like an animation of the mouth moving in like a loop, so that way the entire time they're talking there's like a generic mouth moving animation. And I tried to learn to do that. I might even put up what I did on the screen. It's super bad, but I like the idea of having that, so I tried to do it, and it took me forever to figure out how to animate in my drawing program. And after hours of figuring out how to do it, when I finally was satisfied, I exported the animation. And apparently you can't export animations with transparent backgrounds, so when I went to use it for the reactive image thing that I use, there was just a giant white background behind the drawing, because like I said, you can't export animations with transparent backgrounds, which is super lame. I'm sure there's a way to get around that, but I didn't have the time to look it up or care that much for that matter. But anyways, enough about shit nobody cares about. I finished leveling up the SMGs yesterday, or earlier today I should say, and I moved on to the shotguns. And I remember in the beta for this game, when it was on PC, I used the shotguns for a little bit, but I remember not being super enthused about the way they performed. Maybe it was just a skill issue or it was bad, but it took like more than 2 shots to kill people sometimes. And then I used this shotgun. It's the Bryson, I don't remember which one it is. It's the first one. And I played a game earlier on Rust, and I feel like the one-hit kill consistency is a lot more common than it was in the beta. Again, maybe I was just being bad when I played that a while ago, but yeah, shotguns are always fun in games when they're good, and they're always constantly teetering on the edge of being overpowered or being absolute dog water. I had the dumb ghoul camo on this gun earlier, and I was in the firing range, and that was like, it was like holding uranium. This shit was glowing like crazy. Let's see if I can perform as well as I did off camera. All right. All right. I have to reload. Oh, I'm cracked. Yeah, I just realized as I'm recording this, does the new Destiny season come out tomorrow? And the Warzone? Or the Warzone and the Season 1 update? I think the Destiny 1 comes out, tomorrow's Monday. I just realized. It comes out on Tuesday. But yeah, I guess it technically is tomorrow by the time this video goes up. So I think the Destiny season comes out tomorrow, and maybe the Season 1 update also comes out tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's exciting. New content in video games is always fun to experience. At least the first time anyways. I hate putting suppressors on shotguns because it totally gimps the amazing chunky sound they have, but I gotta get that range, man. Where did that guy go? Did they kill him? Yeah, for the new Destiny season, the thing I'm probably most excited about are the whatever the new exotics are going to be for that season, and the armor ornaments. There's also the seasonal armor that comes out every season, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think there's been a single set of seasonal armor that I've liked enough to try and transmog it. It's very clear that the effort for the armor designs goes towards the seasonal ornaments, which is fair because, just the regular seasonal armor's free to get while the ornaments are in the battle pass. So, I mean, fair enough, I guess. God, I love shotguns so much. Does that make me an asshole? I think it does. Also, I've gone back to my decoy grenade and DDoS spam like I did in MW2 for getting XP. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how much of a difference this actually makes in terms of XP gain. That was a Catman. I mean, I feel like it helps, although the worst part about doing this is that I have to constantly remember to actually throw my grenades basically as soon as I spawn. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, if I had stopped myself from reloading there, I would have popped off. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was thinking about the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, and I made a video specifically talking about how I don't think the campaign is the worst thing ever. And I think over time, I've come to change my mind a bit on that. I still don't think it's like completely awful, but Oh my god. But over time, more and more, I mean, it's very obvious that the campaign was made on a like shoestring budget and in a short amount of time when compared to previous campaigns, even Modern Warfare 2. You know, half the levels in the Modern Warfare 3 campaign are like big open levels. There's not a lot going on in terms of like spectacle and cutscenes. There's a cutscene at the beginning and there's a cutscene at the end, and that's pretty much it. Wow. I just disrespected that man. Why are you there? So pretty much in terms of like spectacle and gameplay, I agree that the campaign is awful, but there were a few like narrative things that I liked that the campaign did. You know, the ending credits like teaser or like stinger, I guess you would call it, with Price and Shepard. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Oh my god. But besides some of the stuff near the end, it's like even comparing it to the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, I feel like there's a lot of nothing that happens in the MW3 one. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil the MW3 campaign right now, just talk about something specific. So if you for whatever reason care about the story for Modern Warfare 3 then and you haven't played it, then I guess leave. But okay, spoiler warning, you've been warned, yada yada. But at the end of the game, in the final mission where Soap gets bodied by Makarov and he dies, like, I'm not upset that Soap dies because, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised nobody died in Modern Warfare 2, like, period, especially with the like nostalgia tugging and implications that people had going into it when that game originally came out, just, you know, with the name and everything. But Soap dying at the end of the Modern Warfare 3 2023 campaign, like, on one hand, it's like kind of realistic because, you know, when stuff like that happens, it kind of just happens and then that's it. You have to deal with it, the aftermath of whatever it is that happened. But again, I've brought this up multiple times. I feel like the tendency for at least Infinity Ward, I don't know about Sledgehammer Games or Treyarch campaigns recently, how they are in terms of this, but Infinity Ward's tendency to lean towards like more grounded like stories, I guess, you know, in that regard, that decision to handle it that way makes sense. Although you could also make the argument that the only reason that happened at the last minute is because the campaign was so short and they needed something dramatic, you know, exciting, quote unquote, to happen at the end. So I don't know, we could discuss the distinctions between those two things for literally ever. But my point is that, you know, the way it was handled in Modern Warfare 3, like the original Modern Warfare 3, you know, with the death of Soap and the final level with Captain Price and Makarov and that whole sequence at the end, it's like comparing it to the old Modern Warfare 3, it's like it's no contest that in terms of like story payoff and exciting moments that the old games have the new ones beat by a large margin. But even then, comparing it to Modern Warfare 2 from last year, I feel like there was more stuff happening in each mission and there were more relatively exciting moments. It's funny thinking about the Modern Warfare 2 campaign now in comparison to MW3. I remember I said I liked the story for MW3 more, but I think that was just the ending sequence of the game sort of clouding my judgment on that. Because yeah, thinking about it now, not a lot happens throughout the entire campaign. You know, everything cool that happens in the Modern Warfare campaign happens relatively near the end. You know, you have Graves confronting 141 again, and then them being like, yeah, no, fuck this guy, which was, yeah, that was a cool moment. But then you have the sad moment of Soap's demise at the hands of Makarov, which, like I said, on one hand, it makes sense that that kind of thing would just happen. How did I not kill that guy? But on the other hand, I feel like, you know, moments like that would be greatly enhanced by some like super dramatic, bombastic dramatization, you know, like the older Call of Duties. And then you have the, I will say one moment about the end, about the story that I did actually like is when they bring Soap's ashes to what I'm assuming is Ireland. Soap is Irish, right? He's either Irish or Scottish. I don't remember which one. Oh my god, I'm cracked. Oh my god, I'm cracked. Oh my god, I'm cracked. I love shotguns. But yeah, they bring his ashes back to what I'm assuming is his country of origin, you know, and they spread his ashes over the wind. And I thought that was actually a pretty cool moment, I won't lie. Although I don't think anything is going to beat the original Modern Warfare 3 moment where when Soap dies in that and Price is like freaking out and with the music and Price's reaction and everything. Like, that was such a good moment. I really need to start the campaign playthroughs over again. Because if for whatever reason you've never played the older Call of Duty campaigns, I feel like my point doesn't really get across until you, for one, just play them, yeah, and also, you know, play them in a row. So that way you can like get the entire story of each game's trilogy. And just the amount of like action set pieces and dramatic story moments and how often they happen. Which I feel like the modern games are severely lacking in like just cohesion in general, but also like cool story moments that feel like they happen for a reason instead of just happening. I just broke his ankles, but I don't think I finished this point earlier. But one part that kind of like made me feel reminiscent of that in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, the 2022 game, was the part where you're playing as Gaz, and I think you're trying to like you're chasing a convoy in Al Mazrah, and you're playing as Gaz, and there's a point where you fall out of the helicopter that you're in, and you end up upside down and shooting other people in other vehicles as you're hanging upside down with a handgun from a rope. And that part was actually super cool. Again, it reminded me a lot of the older games, because that's like some goofy ass Michael Bay action movie shit, and I loved it. And then you're literally hopping from car to car and stealing them like it's GTA. Yeah, that's probably the most like old style they get in terms of the new games. I can't really, in Modern Warfare 3, I don't think there's anything even close to that in terms of like a cool action set piece, even by modern standards. I feel like the older games had more of a handle on, you know, weaving cool action set pieces along with dramatic, coherent storytelling. And that's not to say that I don't like the modern campaigns, at least from what I've played, which is MW2 and 3. Yeah, I definitely like the characters. I think they have a pretty good handle on that, but I think it's just the general like story that is struggling a bit. And, you know, their inclination to lean towards more grounded stuff kind of makes it so that the characters and the writing for the characters specifically kind of has to carry what's going on in the story, which in MW3's case, up until, you know, near the end, is not much, to be honest. But yeah, to make a long story short, my view on the campaign has become less favorable the more we get away from its initial, you know, launch in my initial playthrough. Again, it's very obvious that certain aspects of the campaign are the way they are because the game was literally made in 16 months, but oh my god, I love this gun. I love shotguns. Does that make me a war criminal? But yeah, if the phrase "no, no, no, soap" doesn't bring a teardrop to your eye, then one, you're probably not human, but two, you know about the good shit. It's really weird. I'm still speaking about the campaigns, but more so in like the game sense. For whatever reason, I like playing the two campaigns. I felt like the MW2 one was shorter, even though it's actually longer. For whatever reason, when I played the MW3 one, I felt like that took a while, even though it only took like, I don't remember what the final time was, like 4 hours, 4 hours, almost 5. I don't think there's a specific, maybe I could check the achievements actually. Although I don't know if there's achievements for just completing levels in the campaign. I could see when I completed the final mission, because I'm sure it was longer than my MW3 playthrough, but for whatever reason, thinking back on it, it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for the TREYARCH's next game, which is a sequel to Cold War. I'm probably going to play that unless for whatever reason it's like complete doggy doo-doo. And I mean, at the very least, I'll probably, if zombies is good and multiplayer is good, I'll probably still play it regardless. But yeah, I have no like attachment to the Cold War story or its characters. It's really weird. I think Cold War is actually a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. So unlike the Modern Warfare trilogy, the modern one, which is a complete reboot of that series of games, the modern TREYARCH games are still continuing the story of the original Black Ops games, which is weird. Because then there's Black Ops 3, which takes place in the future. So is that still canon? I have no idea. Not that, I don't even remember what happened in the Black Ops 3 campaign. It's like very loosely related to Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I think Menendez is named in a file somewhere, and that's it. From what I remember, well, what is it, like almost 10 years ago at this point? No, leave me alone. What if I just reach the score limit by myself because I'm a Giga Chad? Oh, it moved. Fuck. Oh, no. I'm right. There's literally 2 seconds left. Fuck. Bro, I just want to reach the hard point, man. Oh, we're going to win. Yeah, it kind of sucks that this game, you know, with the multiplayer being probably the best, from what other people are saying, is literally the best multiplayer that we've gotten in like the past few years, from what people are saying. And, you know, the zombies, while not being to everybody's taste, it's definitely not like awful or bad even. It kind of sucks that this otherwise, you know, relatively good game is being marred by the awful campaign, which is, you know, again, partly to blame on Activision because they had to make the game in 16 months, but you know. But yeah, if the season 1 update and the Destiny season come out on the same day, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do first. Maybe I'll stream the Destiny season for a few hours and then I'll make a video on the season that'll come out the next day, so we'll see. But that's not happening until tomorrow, so future me will worry about that. But I think it's gonna do it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video, want to help support the channel, then leaving a like and subscribing would be very much appreciated. What level did I get my shotgun to? 16 out of 27, so I have what, like 11 more levels to go. Also, can we talk about how criminal some of these weapon levels are? It's like, this is 27, 22, 24, that's fine. This is 28, 29, and 20. So these two are pretty high, but this one is only 20, so I guess it kind of balances out. And the KVD here is 30 levels. What the fuck? Who thought this was okay? This is 24, which is not bad, and this is 23, which is even, you know, it's less. And then this one is 18. So again, I guess it's kind of balanced out by the fact that some of these have less. And then the snipers, I guess they really were hoping people liked sniping in this game, and from what I hear, nobody's complaining about it, so I guess they were right. This one has 29, 31, 33, and 29. These are, if you like averaged these out, they're all basically 30 levels to level up each one. Jesus Lord. They're so lucky this game is fun to play. Oh my god. None of the assault rifles even go to 30. Oh wait, this one does. I lied. Never mind. But yeah, so I still have to do the shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles, and the snipers. Yeah, I still have a decent way to go in terms of leveling up all my shit. And then I still have to do all the secondaries. And if I really want to, I'll do the melee weapons as well. And then after that, if I really, really want to, I'll do the camo grind. And I might actually, because the camos actually look nice. But yeah, that's enough rambling from me. If you made it to the end of the video, just know that you're a real one and I appreciate you. So yeah, later.